Now, welcome to another LEOS Live with me, Lee Clark, in our brand new setting for the very first time. And what better guest to have alongside me than Alana Wallace, local celebrity radio host, wonderful, wonderful MC, actress, backing dancer for George Michael and many others as well. Hello, welcome to the show. How are you?
What an intro that was, Lee.
I know, I like to kind of go big.
Already.
Welcome to us here at LEOS. We've been chatting over the last few weeks and eventually we're here together. Yeah. So very warm welcome. How was Dubai today for you? It's been a busy day?
It's been hot and sweaty today, it has. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
It's lovely to be here. It's been great. Dubai's treating me amazing today.
Good.
I was up at 4:30.
To do the breakfast show,
To do
right?
the breakfast show. I do a morning show on 97.8.
Okay.
So that was an early one, it always is.
What time do you have to get up in the morning to do a breakfast show?
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah,
And then
4:30.
do you have an afternoon nap or sleep?
I didn't today,
Okay.
but I did yesterday, and I had a mini anxiety attack because
right.
I always set my alarm for 1 hour. I allow myself an hour's nap.
Okay.
And yesterday, my alarm went off at 2:30 in the afternoon. I went, oh, I've slept through the show. And I hadn't slept through the show. Obviously, I'd gone to do the show and then just gone to sleep. But yeah, I do that sometimes in silly season, as we are now, entering it. Mm-hmm. I do have to nap before the evening events.
Yes.
And when I'm like really exhausted, I will wake up and go, oh, and have a massive panic attack that I think I've slept through, but it was all right.
We have very similar lives by the sound of it. So anyway, welcome to our new setting. What do you reckon? This is the inside of a LEOS apartment. It's amazing, isn't it?
Beautiful. And I love especially how us and all the fabulous crew around us, everyone's dressing the same.
You've actually got the iconic perfect outfit on.
I don't know how that happened. It was just like the fashion gods were like, there you go. But no, I love all the detail in the apartment. It's stunning. My favorite bit, one of my favorite bits about the interior so far is the sunken shower.
I know, it's nice, isn't it? Pretty cool. When I showed you that earlier on, that was where Elena was heading towards and wants one in her place.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I love the marble effect. It's so pretty. I love it.
Well, recently here at LEOS Developments, we've launched a brand new Olympic Champion Edition, Hadley Heights 2, which is a gorgeous property that's going to be launched, available for people to live in over the next 18 months or so. These kind of looks and these kind of styles are what you can expect to get, and this is what it's all about. So this is living the LEOS lifestyle, as we call it. Living the
LEOS lifestyle. I'm there. Sign us up.
So you're a local celebrity. I know you'd hate me saying that, but you're a radio presenter here doing the breakfast show on a very wonderful radio station here. Tell us about your story. How did you get to Dubai? How did you arrive here the first time?
So I originally lived here back in 2007.
Okay.
When I was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. So very young, very like naive to the world and everything. And I was here, I would do 1 month in Dubai and then 1 month in London. And I did that from 07 to 09.
Okay.
And at the time I was modeling and I lived in the first marina when there was like nothing in the marina.
Yeah.
I lived in the marina and then I lived in the gardens after that. And then I left Dubai in 2009. Didn't come back until 2020.
Okay.
And since then I've been here and I love this place. It's my happy place. It's my safe place. And I'm so patriotic about this country, much more than I am the UK. I'm extremely grateful for this country. It has saved me in so many ways. I love this place like so much.
Do you know what, Elena? That's one of the kind of common grounds, and it's not something that we've pushed towards these podcasts that we do. It's something that people have this common. We had a chat. We actually went out for a coffee before we did the podcast today, just to kind of basically get to know each other properly. But it's one of those things that people feel a genuine kind of love to actually, and a thankfulness to actually be here in the first place.
I think one of the reasons is because the leaders here are so ambitious, and I think that attracts a certain kind of person. And I've just got the utmost respect for the vision, the what they've done in such a short amount of time. I think it's amazing. I think there's no country in the world who does it like the UAE, and I'm so like happy and grateful that I'm here as a resident, really.
I love your enthusiasm. It's amazing. Now, a lot of the UAE wakes up to the sound of your vocal cords in the morning.
Well, not my vocal cords, otherwise they'd switch the radio off. Not me chatting rubbish, yeah.
Okay, well, you chatting and then playing the odd record or so. So tell us about your property journey. So when you first came to Dubai, as we all do when we kind of become an expat for the first time, we live somewhere for whatever reason, and I can't remember why I lived in my first area for that particular reason. Tell us about your journey and where you found your initial home and where you kind of, which areas that you live in now, sort of thing?
So when I came back here in 2020, I was in Sports City.
Okay.
Just because there was a...
Hang on a minute, I have to stop you. Sports City, that is where the new Hadley Heights development that we launched the other day is actually there. And it's a great location, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fabulous. And I was there at the time just because there was a room available. So I moved in with a friend for a few months. And I loved the area because it was so quick to get places. But then I moved to JVC and I was there for 3 years. And now I'm in Emaar South.
Okay.
Which I love Emaar South.
Why do you like that sort of area?
I like it because it's really quiet. It's a bit of a bop to get to, but it's so quiet, villa living, it's just more grounded. Although my boyfriend is in City Walk, so I'm there a lot now.
Okay.
Which is a different vibe altogether. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know about City Walk. But I really like the area.
I like it, it's a nice little area.
I like it a lot.
Do a quick nip into Aloe Beirut and have a little shawarma and things like that.
Definitely.
So here's the thing, here's a question I kind of get to ask people a lot. What kind of property do you live in a villa now or an apartment, or what's the kind I don't, not the number on the front door or anything, but what's the kind of property
I've moved so much I wouldn't remember it anyway. I moved once every year for the past 15 years, so I wouldn't remember.
So where do you kind of find, what's are you in an apartment at the moment? Would you love a villa? Would you like a penthouse apartment? Would you like a beachside 7-bedroom villa with maid rooms and everything else?
I'll just have them all.
You'll have them all?
If I could have one of each, that'd be great.
Okay, I think we can arrange that. I think we can arrange that.
I like villa living.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm in a villa in Emaar South.
Okay.
Which I love because I've got a dog. So it's really important that I have a garden for him. And just mentally and spiritually for me to feel grounded.
Okay.
I don't like being high up. I do like if I'm holidaying and I'm in a really flash hotel with a beautiful view, or if I'm visiting friends or whatever, I'll go to a lovely restaurant, in a high restaurant. But just to live in, I like to feel like my feet are on the floor, So yeah, like I said a minute ago, I'm in Emaar South, but my partner is in City Walk. He's only on the 3rd floor though, so you're not too high up.
Okay.
Because I don't like to be, like I say, too high. I like to feel as grounded as possible.
That's a good way to be in life as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you when I get there.
So if you could buy, obviously buying properties, LEOS developments create all sorts of living styles for people around the world and who to come to this beautiful country. And you can see an example of what it looks like to be home in your LEOS property. What would you want to do as your next step? Where would you buy? Would you stay renting? What's your kind of look towards the future as far as property is concerned?
Like I said, at the beginning of our chat here, Lee, I see this place as my home. The UAE is my home. So I would love to buy.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to buy, and it's definitely a goal that I am working towards. Right now, not there yet, unfortunately, but inshallah I will be,
It's the
next coming years.
We find some of the stories, Elena, that the fact is that, people think that the bubble bursts in the region, or whether you're buying or renting, or the prices have gone to the peak. But we still find, even with some of the latest launches here at LEOS, that people have great returns on investment, great returns on ROI. So, like you, I rent currently, but my next stage as soon as I can is to make an investment. And one of the great things, again, not to push the LEOS side of it, but some of the great ways that you can get onto the property market are some of the properties that these guys create, and it's affordable luxury living. It's kind of what we want to be, and certainly with the colour schemes that work your.
They're called my wardrobe suits, so it's meant to be.
I think if you sat on that sofa, we wouldn't even know you're there.
Where is she? And it's on my dog, because my dog is this colour as well, so he'd be like, oh.
It's kind of weird because Elena's got a dog called Prince. I've got a cat. No, you've got a dog called King. I've got a cat called Prince. It's just quite weird.
All the members of the royal.
We're all there. So what's your kind of idealistic kind of end up location? Where would you end up being? And you said villa, obviously. Yeah. Where would that villa be? Would it be back in Sports City where you started originally, where Hadley Heights 2 is going to be based? Or would you be on the Palm? Or would you be in some of the new Emirates, like over in Ras Al Khaimah, or over the... What's your ideal location?
I do love Ras Al Khaimah. I love escaping there. But just practically, my work primarily is in Dubai. So if I had the money... The Palm.
The Palm.
I would be on one of the fawns on the Palm, with the views, with the beach. I love to be near the water. I love to be on the beach. And the Palm holds a really special place in my heart for so many reasons. So I would be on the, if I could, I would be on the palm in a villa.
So on a villa on a palm, not and a boat and just moored up on the
And
outside.
just like a yacht and the jet ski and all the stuff around it.
So when you kind of you got your place and you're already settled in, that's life done then pretty much. Really, that's where you can just live out and just enjoy the UAE to its best. Really,
I think though you never. That's another thing. The UAE is always pushing people, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you did get your dream villa on the palm, it'd be like, well, what's next?
Yeah.
Maybe a penthouse in Abu Dhabi, maybe a little beach place in Fujairah.
Yeah.
It's always pushing you, I think, and that's one of the ethics of the country, isn't it? Ambition. And that's when I reach something, I always think, well, what's next? Where can I go next? So even if I did have my lovely villa on the palm, I'd be like, well, what can I do next?
well, it's very similar to how you kind of do a full circle. It's how LEOS has done that as well, because originally we got apartment blocks, and then we've got beautiful developments of villas, and there is a very exciting announcement, which I can't say just yet, coming up very, very soon, and which actually you and I are going to be hosting the launch of that.
So
I've dragged Elena in to be the co-host of that night.
With
She'll probably
pleasure.
shine a lot better than I do,
No.
and everybody else, all the team behind us are already nodding, saying she's better than Lee anyway. But that's going to be fun, and that exciting launch is coming up. So we'll ever going forward and striving to do better in our life. It's a fabulous feeling being here, and I'm just like you, not far away from making my first step to buy my first property here.
And I think as well, Dubai, even though it's quite a small city, really, there's so many different vibes to it.
Yeah.
Like each part in Dubai, it's got such a different energy. And I think like people like you and I, Lee, who are creatives, I think so many people in Dubai and in the country, they've got so many personalities without sounding weird. Like you do have different personalities and different energies. And so I think when you go to different places in Dubai, it just brings out a side of you or different kinds of people. Like if you're in Al Quoz, it's more like chilled, more like authentic and original. And then if you go to obviously like your business space and JFCs, it's more the glamour. And I like that. I like being able to just tap into different elements. And
I like how you know where everything is based. I need a map of where that all is, because I need to find that out as we go around. It's been so exciting to have you, and it's a journey that we've been speaking over the last few months or so, just kind of chatting to get you onto the show. How important is your life and what Dubai offers you and the living that places like LEOS can create? How important is that for you right now? Is this a transient part of your life, or do you think now with beautiful developments like we see ourselves sitting in today, that this is going to be, where else would you go?
I mean, I think your home is such an integral part of your life because it's what grounds you. It's your safe place, it's your haven in a way. And I know that Dubai can be such a fast-paced, exciting electric city. That's something like all you want to do, well, for me anyway, personally speaking, when I go inside my house, I want to shut the door in for it to be peaceful and to feel safe and just to feel like held in a beautiful bubble, So I think a place like this would be like part of the LEOS developments would just be perfect to do that.
Wow. And you said that without me even prompting you to say it as well. Well done, you.
But it's like a luxury version of that, you know? It's not too suave, because some of the places in Dubai, you'll walk in, you'll think, oh, I'm scared to sit down, or I'm scared to pour a cup of coffee because I'm the clumsiest person in the world. I'm really good at spilling everything everywhere. But you're not scared to do that here, because even though it's luxury, it's still homely and wholesome at the same time. I think for me, that's a really important thing to kind of marry the two together.
Well, that's what it's all about. And of course, we've established right now that you want a villa on the palm, right on one of the prongs near the water, and maybe LEOS developments in the next few years or next few months will be getting there, and we can build you a home out there.
That would be gorgeous.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, just putting it forward to the people at the top,
There will be all sorted. Well, listen, Alana Wallace, thank you so much for joining us here today on LEOS Live. We will be together on stage on an exciting launch coming your way very, very soon. But for me, Lee Clark, Alana Wallace, star of radio, TV, screen, and lots more, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Take care.
Thank you.